Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome you to a new episode of the Did You Know series. Once again, I apologize for not releasing an episode for quite some time. But as usual, if you end up enjoying this one, please don't forget to throw in a like. This episode is going to be featuring Gnar, and without any further ado, let us go straight into his abilities. The HP that Gnar gains from his transformation is not considered a heal, therefore grievous wounds does not affect it. On top of that, as he transforms back to Mini Gnar, he does not keep his current health, but rather keeps the same percentage of health remaining, therefore proving that the HP really is not treated as a heal. The way his rage builds up is as follows. He gains 2 to 4 whenever he deals damage or takes damage from a champion, plus an additional 4 to 8 over 3 seconds. His rage begins to decay after 13 seconds of not dealing or receiving damage, and the rage gained from minions is reduced. Catching the boomerang reduces the skill's cooldown by 60%, but it calculates from the moment the skill is used rather than from the point at which you catch the boomerang. Did you know that Mini Gnar is able to pick up Mega Gnar's boulder and have it work towards the cooldown reduction? Which technically does not make much sense, but hey, it's League of Legends. If Gnar's Q ability is blocked by someone like Braum or Yasuo Windwall, you cannot pick up the boomerang, meaning you are forced to wait for the full cooldown. However, if you're Mega Gnar and you throw the boulder, you are able to pick it up as it falls just underneath the wall or Braum. Gnar's tooltip on his E ability, the Hop, does state that if he hits an enemy champion, it briefly slows them, but it does not say how much, and after testing it and calculating it, it's roughly 60%, and the duration is about half a second. Did you know that Gnar's Hop works on very odd things? For instance, if you use it on Jace's gate while he's on your team, it does not work if Jace is on the enemy team, and a lot of other random things like that. A cool way to utilize his transformation is to use the Hop ability to activate it in Mini Gnar, letting you use both parts of the skill, and then halfway through the jump you'll instantly turn into Mega Gnar and use his version of the jump as well. Both of Gnar's Q, Mega Gnar's W, both of his E abilities, and Mega Gnar's ultimate can all be blocked by Spell Shield. As of a very recent patch, custom-made terrain such as Jarvan's Wall or Anivia's Wall can now be used to stun against with Mega Gnar's ultimate. Alright guys, let us jump into some cool facts and lore about Gnar. Gnar was designed by 2 people, the first one being Gypsy Lord, who also made the champions Jinx and Vi. The second designer was someone named Medler, who made Elise, Syndra, Lissandra, Volibear, Varus, and Ziggs. His voiceover is by someone named Dorothy Fawn, who voiced many animes, video games, and even movies. Gnar's name spelled backwards is Rang, which can reference to his boomerang, the Q ability, switching directions, much like he switched the directions technically of his name. His name could also refer to Gnar from the Serious Sam series. According to a Gnar Q&A that was done, Gnar is unaware that he transforms, but may change as he grows older. On top of this, he apparently retains his personality while he's in Mega form. The inspiration of the monster transformation came from many different areas, one of them being Bruce and the Hulk. Gnar does tend to resemble Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, especially his taunts that are very similar to Stitch's favorite style of response. Another resemblance can be Cubone from Pokemon, as both are small, cute, prehistoric looking creatures that have a boomerang ability. Let's go into his lore. His lore is kind of a diary that is written by Rengar, but it states how he was bored of the jungle with no prey worthy to hunt. It then mentions how Rengar found huge tracks and destruction throughout, a worthy prey. He begins tracking it, seeing its destruction throughout the forest, thinking this will be a tremendous trophy. Eventually he finds Gnar, but Mini Gnar. Gnar runs to him and begins yapping, while Rengar just nods and moves on. Gnar follows him, so Rengar throws his boomerang away so that he won't be bothered during his hunt, but as he turns around, he hears the Mega Gnar's roar, realizing that he just made a mistake. On top of this, there is also a short bio that simply mentions how Gnar was born a millennia ago and was trapped in true ice but eventually broke free, and he was then taken in by his Yordle descendants. Gnar is the second champion next to Quinn to have a separate champion portrait depending on which form he is in. And he is the second champion next to Anivia to have a separate chat name, being Gnar and Mega Gnar. Did you know that Gnar picked up on using a boomerang from his father, and where he keeps his boomerang during Mega Gnar form is unknown. He is also the only Yordle to have a tail, which can hint information about the evolution of Yordles. Gnar's quotes all seem to be gibberish, but in fact it is his own native language, which has yet to be given a name. The original Gnar splashwork seems to have a bloodstain on his left cheek, which could have been from his fight with Rengar. Dino Gnar was made to live out Gnar's wish to be a dinosaur, as stated in one of his Q&As. The skin can also refer to Boo from Monsters Inc., or Reptar from Rugrats, or even Dinorang. You can also see figurines of Garen and Katarina in the foreground of the splash. Alright guys, that unfortunately does mark the end of this episode of Did You Know featuring Gnar. If you did end up enjoying it, please don't forget to throw in a like and also share it with your friends. You can also suggest a champion you would like to see for the next episode underneath this video in the comment section, or any cool theory ideas that you want me to go over. I'd also very much appreciate it if you guys would follow me on my Facebook and Twitter, both RedMercyLOL. But as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you next time. Peace!